Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know below? Otherwise, is it working? Is it working? I've hardwired in tonight. It's not Wi-Fi, it's hardwired in. Hopefully that'll work. Hopefully. Gingers crossed. You can hear me and see me. Thank you very much, Kirsty. How you doing? How's things? Mandy, how are you? Steve, how's things, bud? 5 out of 5. Greetings and salutations, Saf, to you as well. No worries, Mandy. We'll give this another go, eh? Botrix has correctly joined the channel, but will it join the on-screen chat? So far it hasn't. Oh yes, it has. There you go. It's working. Wagwan and ting, what is going on? Right, corner. If anybody wants to play along, there is of course the Bear's Paws jukebox going on, and I have got somewhere. I'm gonna have to press fucking buttons here, aren't I? Documents. I should have done this before we started, but I didn't, because I am an absolute half-wit. Yeah, absolute half-wit. It's not there. Anyway, we're playing Ice Ice Baby. Share. There you go. Share. Copy link. I am now going to post this into the chat. How badly prepared am I? Paste. Go ahead. That there. Pin. That is the Spotify playlist, which I've got on shuffle at the moment. So it's playing Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. Hopefully you won't be able to hear any of that whatsoever, but it's playing. And cheers. Oh man, cold beer, that is so needed. I've left my bedroom this morning and I have not been back in the room since. I'm going to come in here. It was like a sauna. It was horrible. I've got the windows open, but the sun is there, you know what I mean? So it's absolutely roasting. I will try and pause each song if I can remember, just to give you a chance to catch up, if that's okay. Jeff is in the house. Jeff has been in the house too much, Steve, unfortunately. I have my bag there, just in case this goes tits up, and I will take you to the beach again. And also, by the way, thank you to Mandy for the tiki bar idea, the suggestion to make it a tiki bar, not just me streaming. It's the Bear's Paws Outdoors, which is also her idea. So the Paws Outdoors does happen when this goes pectorals northwards, which hopefully won't work today. Will be sound today. Gingers crossed. Sorry about the Leeds game. I am as well, because I would have much rather seen Norwich come up than dirty Leeds. And now I'm stuck in that position of, do I want Leeds to come up or do I want Southampton to come up? I've got Southampton mates. I haven't got many Leeds mates, but also Rishi Sunak is a Southampton fan. So part of me would like to see them get absolutely annihilated, obliterated, annihilated. There you go. Making up words as we go along. You're meant to put on Under Pressure too. Well, unfortunate it isn't on there now. Got what you deserved. I never watched the game. As you know, we were talking, weren't we, the other day? I didn't watch that. I've barely watched the footy. The ones I have watched have been... I watched the final yesterday. Oxford against Bolton. Gutted because I would like Bolton to come up. But it never worked. The moon's not charged either, or has it melted? The moon hasn't been charged for a while. I read that it's changed to begin with. I wonder what you were on about. But no, the moon's not charged. Hopefully they are, but you can also see where my hand's going now, the sun is coming in brightly through there, which is affecting the lighting badly. Something I'm going to have to get used to, because even though I've got blackout curtains, it still shines in through the bits where the curtains aren't. Related footy news, hang on. Sorry, Mandingo. Cape Town City FC have won their second game of 2024. There you go, they're like buses, mate. Once one comes, the rest come along. Yeah, Mandy's always there with the ideas. Genuinely always there with the ideas. And I prefer to listen to people who actually will sit there and watch the stream rather than me just making my own mind up on things, because, you know, I haven't got to sit and watch it, you have. So, yeah. But thank you anyway. It is appreciated. Hopefully, I think I might have solved a couple of problems with any stream that I have down by the front. We will have more of those anyway, including going for a walk on the beach streams. I will stream that live. I can do that now. I have my little thing, my little portable router, which I can put in my pocket, and then I can stream from my phone or from the GoPro if need be. So there should be some decent stuff going on in the future. Not Bolton, you hate Togden. I don't mind Bolton. It's really close to where I am as well, Bolton. Bolton and Blackburn are good away games for me. All I have to do is have a nip up through Chorley, up onto the A666, which Jeff loves, and then it's there. It's there. Some surprising news. Saf, you got a phone call earlier from an unknown number. Good that you answered it. The club captain called you and wants to meet up in the week. Still wondering how he got your number. It's written on the toilet door in your handwriting with, if you want a good time, call this number. We know that, come on, we know that. Is he after an etching? I would like to see your etchings. Yep. Yep, Mandy is pretty much my live stream wife. She is. She is indeed. Happily live stream married for... It's coming up to a year now, isn't it? When is it? Well, a year when I started doing proper live streams, which I think was August. I think. Oh, hang on, sorry. Babushka, Kate Bush. Who chose that? What a tune, man. What a tune. Was it Thomas or me or Mandy? It was one of us, wasn't it? Or all of us. Right, so Babushka by Kate Bush. Get on it. Yeah, it's coming up to an anniversary of sorts. And I am getting closer to hitting the partner programme, 3,000 hours. Not the 4,000 to start getting the Dwayne Eddies coming in from advertising, but we'll get there. So I've got till August before I start hitting big numbers. That'll start dropping off, but which is why you're seeing so much of me at the moment. Dennis Birdcam streams, Ninja streams, Tiki Bar streams down the beach, all of it. Just jumping on, trying to get those hours up. So I do apologise for being omnipresent and annoying, but you know, there we go. You are a nag. Yes, you are, unfortunately. In a good way. In a good way, don't worry about that. Nick's nag. Better having a nag than a snag, which I've been having lately. Unfortunately, we'll get there. That's still running, isn't it? I'll have a look where we're up to now, actually. 2531 is where the hours are. So we're doing remarkably well, with some big stream hours coming up as well. I've had a few days where I've hit big numbers, so hopefully I can calm down at some point in the future. Stop annoying you. I'm just moving that Bears jukebox up a little bit. There you go. Better. Out the way. You have an etching fantastico. Who's taking the first shift behind the bar? Come on, who's taking it? Who's serving? Who's going to do it? Who's on the bar? Who's putting their hand up? Who's going to be the first? Can't even read the names here. Saf, you are going to do it. There you go. Safadima and Pliers is serving. Get your orders in now. Fantastic. Over 9,000 subs, have I? Haven't even noticed that. Bloody hell, yeah. I have. Holy shite. 9176. It's bizarre. The unfortunate problem, I say the unfortunate problem, I've got 9,000 subs and I'm moaning. Electric Callboy, Hyper, or Hipper, depending on where you're from in the world. You can put that on now. Yeah, 9,000 subs. Loads of them are from the Philippines and Indonesia and love the shorts, which I'm delighted with, but I don't get watch hours for them and they don't count towards monetization. So once I get to the 3,000 or 4,000, then that'll start to pay off, but can't moan about that, can I? 9,000 subs. I remember being less than 100 and then hitting 100 and being buzzing. Just shows you, it's time. All you need on YouTube is time. Unless you are spectacularly lucky or insanely talented, you are not going to hit a lot of subs very quickly. Just keep going. And before you know where you are, with a bit of support from people, a bit of help and a bit of good fortune, the thousands will start rolling in, genuinely. Love it. Alright, well, Electric Callboy are running again. Someone else has a live stream tonight, so it might be a bit quiet. Well, there's a premiere, isn't there? There's a premiere going on. So it might be a little bit quiet to begin with, but, you know, that's market forces for you, isn't it? We're all out there doing our bit. For Kirsty, a Coke with a twist of lime. Marvellous. Congratulations. Thank you, Kirsty. Much appreciated. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Mandy. Steve gets a picture of beer. You deserve it, mate. You deserve it out there. It'll be roasting on that door. Mandy, you didn't notice it. I didn't notice it, to be honest with you. Mandy gets a tea, Maria and Coke. Perfect. Got a terrible end of the week, so keep the beer coming. Beer is on the house for Steve. No problem at all, mate. That's what we're here for. We look after each other. Oh, man. It's nice, isn't it? On a hot day. A cool beer. Saf's rolling out the barrel. There should be piano playing for that, shouldn't there? Roll out the barrel. Oh, man. The Scouse wood pigeons out there again now. I'm trying to get it. I am trying to get it, but I can't record it. But it's a Scouse wood pigeon, and it goes, "You're dirty, you beast. You're dirty, you beast." It was around this morning, which my daughter was out last night and rang me at 3:30. So I managed to pick her up last night. We classed 3 o'clock as last night, whereas 5 o'clock is this morning. And it was lovely this morning. As I was dropping up, we stopped off at Mackey's, obviously, because they need food after being out. And then dawn started coming up, and the colours in the sky were amazing, but I couldn't get a picture of it because I was driving, unfortunately. Dan's off to a concert with Holly. He's not even there. Yeah. And Kirsty, you're going to try and go live tomorrow, hopefully. Right. Hang on one Carton pick and second, Kirsty. I haven't even done the flags. I haven't done the flags. What an absolute knob snot I am. There we go. Control V. Pin. Kirsty's going live tomorrow. Fingers crossed and gingers crossed as well. Make sure you follow it and make sure you watch, because it's the last one was brilliant, and then we've had internet problems, so otherwise there would have been more up by now, but definitely watch it. Yeah, that's what we want to hear. Definitely, Saf, we want to hear that. A couple of bottles last night, Steve. Went to see your parents and your sister. Her hubby was there. She had a Chindian. Nice, nice. Who's dawn? Do you need to get jealous? Oof, yes, I was up the crack of dawn. It was absolutely lovely, genuinely lovely. If I've had the GoPro with me, I might have left it on the dashboard just to try and get a few pics, but I had 3 giggling teenage girls in my car, which is not fantastic. Yeah, just pinges to the wall. Marvellous. The thing is, I'll be seeing more of Dawn. I know that for sure. As unlike us, back in the day when the club shut at 2 o'clock, we didn't go home that night. These are all going home the following morning. Mad. 5 o'clock, man. The last few times it's been 5 o'clock, and when I've turned up, it's just been daylight. Proper daylight. Fully expecting to see people driving to IKEA because it's a Sunday. They've already planned next week. They're going out next week. I've been given advance warning. So it's my biggest fan. There's no need for how bright that is. There's no need, there's just no need. Yeah, so I've been over it. Beastie Boys, Fight for Your Right. I've missed that completely. Too carried away with chatting, but it's in the corner anyway. If you want to listen along, keep an eye on that. I wonder if there's something that crops up in the middle of it and tells you that it's on. I won't. I haven't seen the red Corvette yet. I know it's here somewhere nearby. Once I do, I will make sure to take a picture of it. Yes, at least I did get a warning. A complete warning. Not just off my daughter, but off her mates as well. We're going out next week. All right, you're booked. I know we'll get you. You're fine. You're in the diary. I don't mind. Yes, it was groan worthy. Is it little? Do you know what they are actually? If you compare them to normal American cars, which are huge lumbering barges, the Corvettes are actually fairly small. They're still shit like, but they're fairly small. They make a nice noise. But for something that's got like a 27 litre engine, they make about as much power as a sewing machine. Fucking awful. Oh, hang on. Ashley McBride. Brenda, put your bra on. Go on. Get it sorted. Hurricane warning, yeah. V8. It has that V8 burble. And yet, if you go in a 1 litre Japanese car, you will absolutely fly past them and leave them for dead. Because they're awful. American cars are bleeding awful. Mustangs are comparatively small. They are actually, compared to other American cars. I'm more about American cars, but I wouldn't mind a proper old school Mustang. That's about it, really. I'm quite happy to stick with German engineering. The Germans, they know their shizzle. Should have got it clean today though. It is absolutely fucking minty. Absolutely horrible. Covered in sand. That's what happens when you live at the coast. Louise, you're not late. Turning up is more than welcome at any time. Genuinely. You were jumping in and out the shower. The water pressure's shite. Oh. Bloody awful that. Hopefully that month will fly by and everything will be back to normal. You'll be sound. Mach 1 is about the same as a Capri. My first car was a Capri. I wish I'd have been able to afford the insurance, but it was prohibitively expensive. I think it was 900 quid insurance for a car that cost me 70 £70. Fuck that, not a chance. Now I'm fully comp and my car insurance is 280 quid a year. It's just stupid. Stupid. So if you're watching a video about engines and the firing order, that alone makes a world of difference to the sound. It does. An engine is an engine is an engine, except it's not, is it? V6, V8s, straight sixes, Wankel engines, rotary Wankel engines. They're all completely different. Different performances, different sounds. Although I watch loads of car YouTube and I'm getting to the point where I'm that old, I'm shouting at the screen. Stop breaking your cars. Stop straight piping decent cars. Doesn't matter how loud they are. They don't drive any better. Stop putting BC racing coilovers on everything. At some point in about 10 years time, these youngish lads will be crying because their backs are knackered. Go in something that's nice and comfy. An automatic, very nice. Much better. Harley Davidson has a problem to meet emissions regulations. They must change the firing timing and it won't sound like a Harley anymore. There you go. I suppose, yeah, there has to be something done to stop emissions. They could start by stopping the coal rolling. Have you seen that thing in America where they got the big trucks, proper big trucks, and when they stamp on the accelerator, just black soot comes out. We're trying to save the environment by not using plastic straws, and these fuckers are throwing out ton after ton of CO2 just because they like the noise. I mean, come on. It'll start being a thing over here, won't it, soon, obviously, because whatever they do in the States turns up here a few months later. Idiocy, man. Louise, what are you drinking? Let's have a look. A lime and soda with ice and a slice. Of course you can. Getting rid of the soul of the Harley. There's a few Harleys round there. I don't mind them because they don't act like absolute knobheads normally. A lot of the lads on Japanese bikes tearing around everywhere thinking they're in MotoGP, whereas the Harley riders seem to be a little bit older and just happy to be chilling. Much better. Yep, all yours on a packet of crisps extra just because it's Sunday. A little something extra. Saf always provides a little something extra. Is a comfy car for men the equivalent of comfy shoes for women? It may well be. I know it is for me. I like having a nice comfy car. Being the size and shape that I am and my disorder, it's better to have a comfy car. Also, I've got long legs, so I need to be careful. There's only so many cars I can actually drive without strangling myself. That's the problem with your inside legs, 36. I'm the wrong way round. Most people have a 36 waist and a 34 leg. I had a 34 waist and a 36 leg. No es bueno, man. No es bueno, as they say in Japan. Kirsty, it's already a thing in London and has been for the past few years. Is that a deliberate thing as well, as a sort of fuck you to Ules, which, by the way, I'm sick and tired of seeing people having a go at Sadiq Khan for it, because it wasn't him, it was Boris Johnson who brought it in, who announced it. So it's a completely Tory invention, Ules. And also, when it expanded to fill the M25, it was Grant Shapps who dictated that, who's also, believe it or not, a fucking Tory, so it's nothing to do with Khan. And yet people are going mad about it. Ali, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, right, you are. I will not appreciate driving your old Mini Cooper 1017cc. Whoa. Do you know what though? Old Minis are mad because there's nothing to them, and there is a little bit of space in them. There's more room in them than there is in some of the super minis nowadays. I can easily drive my dad's newer Mini. That's not a problem, even though it's not as small as. Do you know what? I seen our window cleaner has got a proper old Mini, and my dad's got a newer Mini. And when you see them side by side, the size of the old one is so small, it's ridiculous. You forget just how small they are. And you'd rather be barefooted than tiptoeing in stilettos. Is that you, or is that a song? Because that sounds like a 1960s soul song, that, doesn't it? Right, so it is, Kirsty. It's deliberately. Well, I can bring this car into the capital to try and save people from choking to death. And while I do it, I will shoot out ton after ton after ton of CO2, because the rules are a bit stupid, really are. Ali's bought chips for everyone. There's battered sausages, burgers and fish. Get stuck right in. Right in. The things called minis nowadays are not mini. They are too big. They're still smaller than a lot of cars, but I mean, my dad's had, I think he's had 3 or 4 of them now. Each one has done at least 250,000 miles. Each one has been to the moon, if you know what I mean. They are fantastic cars, if looked after. I do like it. I like driving them. I can't because his is a manual. I'm not allowed to drive it, nor could I drive it, because my leg still isn't good enough to use the clutch, and that certainly isn't good enough to use the gears at all. Did I see the piece of shit old Mini Cooper they bought on Auto Alex, the one in Wigan? I did. It was lovely, that, just apart from the fact that it was made of biscuit. Supercharged Mini, wasn't it? I think they're going to end up putting that supercharger in the Allegro, aren't they? Which should be interesting if they do that. I like that. The last few videos have been fantastic, as has Jack and Ethan on All the Gear, is their one, isn't it? When he went to Iceland, and what else was there recently? I just watched another one the last couple of days. I can't remember. Watched so much stuff on YouTube recently. It'll come to me. So after Mini was the car you regret selling. It was slow, but 40 kilometres an hour felt like 140, and it turned like a dream on tight corners. Felt like a roller skate. I regret getting rid of the Capri. If I'd have had somewhere to put it, I would have kept hold of it, and it would have been classic car status now. Steve's sausage is not getting battered. Is that to Ali, or is that to the rest of the dogging car park? We need to know these things. Young'uns that have passed the test should only be allowed to drive old Minis, in your opinion. That's a fantastic opinion, apart from the fact that if they did, about 90% of them would be deed, because they're just too small for kids to be driving. They need something a little bit bigger that at least can protect them. I think you need to be someone who knows what you're doing to drive those old Minis nowadays. You need a bit of experience. And also a hat. Chips, and where's the vinegar? You've got to have the vinegar. It's got to be absolutely coated in vinegar. The new Minis are Renaults. I think, well, the BMW, but I think the engines are Renault as well, aren't they? They use the same Renault engine. So, you get BMW build quality and a fucking French engine. Although saying that, Renault used to make Formula One engines, so, they weren't too bad. Shame about Shedfest, it was, that is. He tries to do something nice for people, because it was, there were issues while he was there, or issues getting people into the thing. People are having to go at him. It's just, no need, although as it's grown, maybe it's grown too big too quick rather. But at least he's trying to do something nice for people. Japan actually sold old Minis with Toyota engines. Because Toyota can help. Well, I had a Toyota Avensis and unfortunately had to get rid of it because of the stroke, but that was absolutely unbelievable. For an old car, it was solid as a rock and quiet. So quiet. Fantastic. I love that car, but that one outside is the first car I've ever I've washed at least once a fortnight. I love it. Absolutely love this car. They think they're going fast, they're only doing 30. That might be a help, but they're also, you don't want them anywhere near lorries or anything going past them while they're doing 30 in a roller skate. The Mini doesn't sound like someone strangling the engine. Definitely not. My dad had a Mini. An old Mini. 6'2", and he was an athlete at the time. Solid, proper big. Still managed to get in there. He's had some fantastic cars over the years. You brought sachets, good stuff. The engine will give up before the bodywork. Steve, are we still talking about cars, or is this you, mate? Is this what this is? The bodywork's alright, but fuck me, my engine's gone. Ali wants a mocktail. Oh, hang on. Yeah, go on. Who's up next? Who's going to work next? Whose turn is it behind the bar? Hands up. I haven't done the rota yet because I'm a tit, obviously. I keep missing these things. In excess of playing. Have you got a shish kebab and some tzatziki? Oh, next up is Kirsty, is it? Well, you are now anyway. Kirsty's behind the bar. There you go. Yep. Shish kebab and some tzatziki. All first rounds are on Saf. Kirsty is behind the bar next. Oh, hang on. There you go. Why is it no matter how many times I do these things, I can't point it that correctly or that correctly? Stupid. There's your Black Russian Monday. I'll have to update the cocktail list as well, won't I? Get some mocktails up there. Yeah, that needs to be updated. I can sort that out. These things are not beyond me, are they? They're not beyond me. What's his name? Yes. Bit of an excess. I bought this album in Los Angeles in 1988. I was only allowed to take 3 cassettes and a Walkman with me. Well, clothes as well, obviously, but you know. I would have took a suitcase just full of music, and I was told you're only allowed to take 3 cassettes plus 1 in your Walkman, and that's it. So I can't remember what I took. Genesis 3 Sides Live was one of them, I know that. The rest will come to me, but I bought In Excess Kick while I was over there. From a place near, was it near Rodeo Drive? Might have been near Rodeo Drive. I think. It was a long time ago, 1988. Doesn't feel like it, but it was, trust me. Pot of tea for Steve, as well as this keg. This keg of lager, this keg of ale. Not lager, sorry. This keg of proper beer. Whiskey for Saf. Controversial. controversial. I drank all me Dutch beers off my daughter, so I had to go out last night and buy a handful of Peronis because it's too warm for anything else. Spectacular. All right, the sun's dipped down now, so it's just cooled down slightly, thankfully. Peronis, 0%. Still very nice. Peroni, if you'd like to sponsor the stream, just let me know. I wouldn't mind having a shed full of that stuff. That would be the real shed fest. Saf's Des tonight. Do you remember that one? Designated driver. Who's Des tonight? When we had the pub, there used to be leaflets to hand out, and you'd give someone a little bit of a badge with Des written on it. They'd be the designated driver. What an absolute wanky concept that was. Just don't drink and drive. It's as simple as that. Mocktails all round. Steve, in '88 you were supposed to go to Skeg Vegas for a week with the boys, but tore your ankle ligaments playing footy the week before. You weren't allowed to go. I'm not surprised, man. Ow. I think I'd rather break a bone. Genuinely think I'd rather break a bone than do ligaments. Especially ankle ligaments. Whoa. No. Oh. Saf would spike your drink. He wouldn't do that. He's too nice as our Saf. Here you go. Mocktails. Happy days. What am I going to be drinking on Wednesday? Yes, the zeros, I think there's going to be more of that Peroni. I think there's going to be more of that because I like that. Thomas suggested the Erdinger, and I couldn't find any. Yep, how's the other two women in your life, Steve? Out. The boys came home after 4 days because it was shite. Steve, it's because you weren't there, mate. That's why. Get it right. Yes, as Ali said, Steve, how's the other two women in your life, including the Norfolk correspondent, R. Helen? Have you seen any more fantastic birds recently? Hang on, just peep over the window. Any more fantastic birdies? I have. And Thomas has sent me on Twitter a couple of bits and pieces. There's other people who are doing the mailing thing and who are absolutely loving it. So we are like sort of team mailing now. What did I see the other day? There was something new. Oh, no, there was definitely a coal tit. And a grey wagtail. 4 new tits and a grey wagtail. We're doing well. I love that app, it's fantastic. Kirsty's smashing it out the park there. One's fast asleep and the other one's knitting away. You have to tell us which one's which there, Steve. Is Helen that tired? Is Ruby that talented? Come on. We have a red start, apparently. Ooh. Do we now? That can go with the red stop today with Jurgen fucking Klopp fucking off. Horrible gaining prick. I'll be glad when I never have to see his face again. So if you could record the bird calls and send it, and it will confuse the life out of the app. As I'll be just sat there with the sound of robins and sparrows and blackbirds, and all of a sudden there'll be some kind of mad vulture or African raptor scaring the life out of people. A Spitfire flew over yours today, Steve. Ooh. The sound of those things are amazing. Every year when we have the flower show, wake up Ashcroft, you dickhead. Every year when we have the air show, we have Spitfires, and normally there's a Lancaster. The sound of those proper old school engines are fantastic. So evocative. And every year, as soon as we have the air show, I want to watch 633 Squadron and the Dam Busters. Love the sound of them. It was taken off from Norwich Airport and came over twice. Very, very nice. I'm going to try something this year. If we have... Hang on, the time warp's almost finished. I'll try and remember for the next one. Yeah, I'm going to try something a little bit different this year. One of the days when I went out and done my driving, I was taking my niece to work in Berska. I went round the back of Southport, and when I went, it's really flat, and you can see the whole of Southport laid out in front of you. And apparently, when the air show's on, if you go up there somewhere and start recording it, you can see absolutely everything. It looks amazing. I'm going to try that. Need to attend to some plumbing. Does that mean you need to go for a pee? Kirsty's trying to get us absolutely hammered tonight. A Channel Louise and Steve Follow were live from Coningsby today, filming the BBMF. Very, very nice. That's what we like to see. Right, who's up next? Hang on. Right, Ricardo. I love you, Daddy, which sounds a little bit wrong, doesn't it? Kirsty, you're about to go off to go to the shop for your mum. No worries at all. There you go, massive tip off Ali. Shame what the Lancaster, what happened with that? Not able to fly, is it? I love those things. Saf's heading out to the car park for a smoke. Anyone want to join him? Don't rile them. Don't make them angry. They're already het up as it is. You know what I mean? It's not getting any cooler in here. Although the sky looks fantastic. Hoping the plumbing job doesn't take that long. I think, is that the one you're talking to Saf about? Not Louise, obviously. Her plumbing needs to hurry up. Saf's can take a little bit of time. We're all right with that. Can you throw your vape? You can give it a go. Healthy anger. Yeah, that's why Kirsty set up the drinks. Keep everyone going while she just nips out. They are starting to get really noisy again out there now. I don't know if anyone else was on the... Was it yesterday I did the live stream as well? The little Dennis Birdcam one. There was 3 birds on the ground. I think they might have been blackbirds. The parent and... I was going to say the little chick. It wasn't little, it was massive. It was bigger than the parents. And I'm not surprised, so all it done was follow it round. Follow the parent round everywhere it went. And I was getting fed heavily. They've been there again today. The nest must be either in one of our trees or next door. Starlings, really. Absolutely incredible. there all day long getting fed. This thing is an absolute little fat bastard. Genuinely is. Mum and Dad are flying around everywhere trying to get everything they possibly can. Every last worm. And that bear's just following them. More. Feed me, Seymour. Fledgling. Little fat bastard, not fledgling. Fledgling. It's massive. So much bigger than the parents. I reckon it's going to grow up. It's not going to grow up to be an adult starling. I think it's going to grow up to be an owl or something. It's massive. Yep, there's a challenge, definitely a challenge there. Louise has laid down the gauntlet. That we're going to have our own unique Bears Paws sporting event in the dogging car park. Vape throwing, vape darts. There you go. Don't forget the hairdryer in the conservatory. Yep. If you're lucky one of these days, you'll see me dad having a run on the hairdryer. Maybe it's a cuckoo. It could be. Looks hench, you know what I mean? Looks proper solid. Looks like a hairdryer. It might have done, but it is genuinely, it's a running machine. Something I need to get on a bit more, I think. I'd love to be out more, but I can't. And in there, at least it's constant. I'm not walking up and down and tripping over in there. Has anyone watched Clarkson's Farm Series 3? Not yet. My dad's been watching it, so I've been waiting for him to finish so I can nip in and watch it myself. I will do though. Proper look like a hairdryer. It does. Things look like things until it's pointed out that they're not those things. That's just the way things work. In the same way that things look purple, don't they, Mandy? Purple things look purple despite the fact that there's no such thing as purple, apparently. Mandy sent me a reel the other day because our favourite colour is purple. And we are now fully aware of the fact that purple doesn't exist. It just means it's not red and it's not green. Bizarre. Fucking bizarre. I can see it. I can see it in front of me. Except it doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Despite the fact it's purple. Right, Rhythm is a Dancer by Snap is up next. If you want to throw that on, we can have a boogie, we can have a dance. My dad getting his perm done. He was one of the few players in the 70s and 80s who didn't need to get a perm because it was naturally curly. But he had some spectacularly bad haircuts back then. Absolutely. The ginger afro. The Jaffa afro. The Jaffro. Well, there you go. Why didn't anyone think of that years ago? Thought it was my stripper pole. Safa would have to be a lot stronger than we could do in the conservatory. It would have to be put in there with lintels and all kinds of stuff on top of it, keeping it down. Ollie, there's a lady on the phone and she said her name's Angel. She wants to know if you're on the way to sort out the plumbing. That sounds like a first draft of Stairway to Heaven, that one, doesn't it? Are you on the way? Let her know you're on the way. Keeping Clarkson's Farm for the bank holiday. Oh, that's next week, isn't it? Bank holiday Monday next week. A 4-day week. Is right. Is right, the firm. Let's do that. So I was waiting for a deposit first. Proper workman. Proper workman. Purple is a construction of the brain. It's not the green. But, Monday, isn't everything a construction of the brain? That's the way eyes work. Light hits things, goes into our eyes, and then our brain tells us what it thinks they are. So everything, there's no such colour as anything, in theory. But it is weird. Watch 99 this afternoon. That's just dropped, hasn't it? Go on, Rhythm is a Dancer. Off you go, any good, that, Steve? I might watch that. I don't mind watching stuff about other football teams. I quite like seeing the background to things. And it was a spectacular thing to happen. Yep, Angel, you're still there. Saf's on the way, but the deposit, he has to make bank, bro. He has to make bank. Just seeing if I put that on my watch list. I'll have to see if I did. 99 watch list. There you go. It's on there now. It's on the list, along with a few other things I haven't watched yet. Including a King Crimson live concert, which I really wanted to watch and just haven't got round to doing it. Saf, you saw a Veritasium video on how we can't know for certain that the red that you see is the same red that I see. Our brains could interpret colours differently. They will do, definitely. Everything we see is just an interpretation of what our eyes, the photons that our eyes pick up. So it definitely, everything looks different to other people. The eye opening out nearly didn't happen because the player's not getting on. Surprising that. Is 99 a footy thing? It's footy with a flake. There you go, how's that? Sorry man, yeah, it is. It's just dropped the last couple of days. Man United won the treble that year, which is a massive thing to do. Incredible thing to do. Is anyone else roasting, man? It's too hot. And it's only 20 degrees, you know what I mean? Saf will be wearing his coat and we're all sweating like a budgie's beak. It's mad. It's also Wayne Gretzky's number. Ah, right. The legend himself. Is the video showing on the jukebox copyright? Just asking. It shouldn't be. It's not from actual. It's the little clip that gets shown on Spotify when it plays. So I wouldn't have thought so. It's not an actual video. And it's only a tiny, tiny little bit. But we'll find out anyway. Especially how they nearly lost to Bayern Munich because of Fergie's pride. I'll tell you what, I'll have to watch that the next couple of days, definitely. Be interested in seeing that. It was 22 and you wore a hoodie today. Saf, man. It's been 20 degrees at its highest today, and I went out at 3:30 this morning wearing a t-shirt and shorts and my slippers, because even then it was too bloody warm. It's pity I wasn't a baker. I'd have made a fortune. I've been sweating cobs all day. You were sweating buckets, Ali, sweating buckets. And it's too warm for us. We're not used to this. We are very northern. Very northern. I think it's warm where I am. You want to try drying and straightening your hair in this weather, Louise? Yep, I get that. I haven't got to worry about that too much on account of the fact that I have very little hair. I have a cut exceptionally short, although it does grow stupidly quick. So I might have to get the clippers out again this week. Get rid of a bit more. It's starting to go a bit too grey around the edges as well. The state of it. Oh, man. I'm old, man. So if it gets any colder, you're getting your long johns out. Be careful saying that in front of the doggers, because your long john might be something completely different. Know what I mean? Bose sound cancelling headphones on, you can still hear Helen, right? Fair play to you. That's some effort, that. Remember your messages doing your head in. Keep having to go from all to top, back to all again. Yeah. I was like that the other day when I was outside in the garden. It just stopped completely. And I had to stop, start, stop. Right, Thompson twins, hold me now. If anyone else wants to play along with the Bears Dookie, there you go. Don't know what it is with those messages, but they don't always play ball, do they? Good point. Are you sure it wasn't Ruby? Don't be laying blame too quickly. Steve, don't worry, we're not saying a word. Did it show up on mailing? What did mailing think it was? Oh man, this is definitely too hot. Might have to look at doing some of these streams outdoors anyway. Deliberately outdoors. During the really hot days of the summer. They might have to be exclusively outdoor ones at the Tiki Bar. Tiki Bar, I said. The Phantom Raspberry Blower of Old London Town. Written by Spike Milligan, of course. We need a barbecue, we do. Or as one of the lads in work put one day, he accidentally put BBC. It's lovely weather for a BBC, and nobody has let him live it down since. Loads of people were having him the last couple of days. So I dropped my daughter off last night at a mate's at about 8 o'clock, I think it was. And in their road, all you could smell was just barbecues everywhere. And it was a lovely, lovely warm day, windows wide open. I was playing, I've got a playlist called Summer 19 it was. I made a summer playlist in 2019, so California Soul by Marlena Shaw. Oh shit, what else is on it? I was only listening to it yesterday. What else was on it? Spooky. Hog Roaster. BBC, for those who aren't sure. Yes. There are different BBCs, not just the British Broadcasting Corporation. I always think that when you see people saying defund the BBC, there must be a male porn star at home thinking, what have I done wrong? What have I done wrong, man? Right, who's working behind the bar next? Whose turn is it? Who fancies it? The tips are fantastic, by the way. Genuinely. Who's doing a shift? Or am I doing it? Is it my turn? Go on, sorry, I'll do it. Oh, look, no, sorry, Louise is in. There you go, you're in there. get behind the bar, get sorted. We've got a fan behind the bar for you as well, so it's nice and cool. Thank you very much. Hog roast. There's every year in Liverpool we have the Christmas markets, and there used to be a place that stopped just outside our building. But Derby Square it used to be. They'd have the hog roast there, and one of the lads he was like that, skinny, but he could eat all day long. He parked himself outside there and pretty much ate a pig all on his own. Loved it. Couldn't get him away from there. The girls hated him. All the ones who were on diets and what have you. And he'd just go outside and eat the most unhealthy shite. Never put a pound on at all. Yep, Steve, how do you know? Because you're a fella and we all know our Barry Orn. Intimately. Right, get your orders in. Pints will be pulled with a Northern head on. Can't beat Northern head. Seth, you want to make a sandwich quickly? Be back in 5 minutes. No worries, mate. Mandy doesn't know what to order. Surprise her. There you go. I can ruin the stream whenever I feel like it, Jeff. Right, really, can you? Well, we're an hour in and you haven't done it so far yet. Are we all getting Northern head? Ali wants to know what's going on in Steve's browser history. Whisper in the ear. Jeff's feeling defunct and we're feeling the Doors with Alabama Song or Whiskey Bar. No flat beer, definitely not. Northern, proper Northern beer. Got any Pringles? Yes, Jackie. As if by magic, big black cock and she appears. How are you doing? You alright? Pork scratchings. Yeah, have a look around. See what you can find. In the meantime, because Jeff's just mentioned himself. We'll see what's happening with him. I've been helping Nick out with his bird watching streams. Well, it needed a bit of glamour. Look at that, that is glamorous. What camera's that? I seem to attract the birds as always. They look pretty evil, to be honest. After a good shoot, it was time to relax down the beach. It's good to be the king. His legs look abysmal. What is happening there? But he is ripped yet again. Bizarre. Jeff worries me. He really does. But he was a real good help this week. Attracting the birds. Strawberry daughter, strawberry dairy. Here's your cocktail. There you go. Get on it. Yep. Ali's not complaining. Weak at the knees. She doesn't mind. How's things? How's you, Jackie? You alright? How's the weather been over there? A little bit more than windy. Alright. Doesn't come as much of a surprise, does it really? We are a group of islands in the northern Atlantic. It does get a tad windy here. Yep, you can't spell strawberry daiquiri. I know it's changed. We're going for strawberry daughter, strawberry dairy. We're having that. Give us a strawberry dairy. It's lovely out. The north wind's a bit cold. Is it coming from the north? It will be cold. It will be cold if it's coming from the north. that comes from the Arctic. Mind you, it's not going to be cold for much longer there, is it? I think we are missing a spectacular sky as well, by the way. And just as we say that, look what's on the jukebox. At the pause. Nelly, hot in here. Get yourself queued up. Mocktail for our Jackie, go ahead. You're windy, that's fair enough. Eating all the fruits and vegetables. But at least it's healthy for you, isn't it? How's everything with me, Ali? Everything's fine with me, apart from the day has flown by. Although, it is fantastic because the Premier League football season has finished. No more worrying about Everton. It's gone. There you go. Delighted with that. Hoping for a summer where I don't need to worry about any of it whatsoever. Chilled. Saf is back again. Guess who's back? Fat Club's on Wednesday. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Jackie needs a sign. She does, and she would have if I'd have got anything prepared for today, but I haven't. Because I'm fucking useless. That's how it goes. Unfortunately. The week has flown by and my head is west. We'll get there. You didn't worry about Everton anyway. Jackie, I do every day. Unfortunately. Summer Cup, very nice. There you go. Sheffield Wednesday isn't a fat club. No. I'd say that was a successful season this year. And then for next season, Hippie Diaz. Is it on my phone? Let's have a look. Don't know, to be honest with you. No, wrong one. Instagram. No, I had a bit of a root out and deleted an absolute shed load of stuff, some of which I actually needed. But I was struggling for, not struggling for space. There was too much used up, so I got rid of stuff that I really needed to keep. A lot of stuff that I wanted to keep rather because it's already been posted, but you know what, balls to it, you learn, don't you? You live and learn. So you need to find a new manager before you sell all your best players because there's no more parachute payments. You do get back up to the land of milk and honey. Definitely no. You wouldn't know how to get it up. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm sure you would. What's a parachute payment? Right, well, Jackie, there's so much money involved in the Premier League that if you get relegated, you get paid Premier League money for the next 3 years because otherwise you would struggle. You might sign players on 3-year contracts on Premier League wages, can't afford to pay them in the Championship. So they give you 3 years of payments to take the edge off things. Once that runs out, you're back to having normal Championship money. And it's difficult then because you're up against other teams who have got proper money. At that point, you'd struggle. Really will. I did, Mandy, I did. I deletigated all kinds of stuff. Yep, sorry, I missed that. I should have done that. Cold shower for Elliot. Jackie, the parachute payments are for teams that have been relegated from the Premier League. They will give you 3 years of Premier League money to try and get you back up, or to take away the financial hit that you will have from dropping down the league. because there's so much money involved in the Premier League. It's ridiculous. And of course called parachute payments, because that way it eases you down slightly rather than just hitting the ground and being completely knackered as a football club. No wonder Burnley's up and down like a horse draws. Exactly, Louise. They are too good for the Championship and not good enough for the Premier League at the moment as it stands. But they've got the money. The money keeps... Every time you go up and come down, you get 3 years' money guaranteed. So if you come up, go down, come up, go down, come up, go down, you are constantly working on a Premier League budget, whereas other teams that are down there aren't. Who pays that money? That would be the Premier League itself. The Premier League money, a lot of which comes from selling the rights to the Premier League overseas. The TV rights are worth huge amounts of money. I mean, the Championship final is it Sunday this year? Sunday, yeah. Apparently, it is the richest game in the world, because any team that comes up to the Premier League is guaranteed somewhere around £300 million in its guaranteed income from TV and stuff like that. So winning that game, that can make your club financially secure for a long time. Blackpool done it. Blackpool got into the Premier League for 1 year, got 3 years worth of parachute payments, and they were financially pretty much sound after that for a while. You resent 3 signs. Keep them somewhere safe. I will do. But at the moment, Chas and Dave, rabbit. Go on. If you're following. Aaron Hayden, your favourite Wrexham players, left the club. Yeah. They're having a bit of a clear out, because there'll be some players who don't fit in with the plans in League One. League One, they're now looking at getting into the Championship, not just staying there. You know what the Wrexham owners are like. So, yeah, there will be some players leaving, some players staying, some players coming in, and the money will go up and up and up. Billions it is, Steve, isn't it? There's billions involved in the Premier League, which there just isn't for the rest of the pyramid, unfortunately. There you go. Tips for Louise. Tips. Have you turned on the shower? Cold. Make it cold. Ali needs it cold. You've only got smoky bacon Pringles. They will go down very well. Yep. You've lost the will there. Too many leagues to understand. Considering how small England is, relatively speaking, we've got the Football League, which is made up of 4 leagues. The Premier League, the Championship, League 1 and League 2. The National League beneath it is non-league, but that's fully professional as well. And then below that, the Northern League, Southern League, Nationwide Northern, Nationwide Southern. It's a pyramid, so it trickles down to all kinds of stuff. It's ridiculous. We have thousands of football clubs in a very small country. Makes it interesting though. Steve shaved his head and had a shower before we started. Very nice. It's the weather for it. When regional leagues get involved, you get lost. Yep, I'm not surprised, Saf. It's a really straightforward thing when you know it, but when you don't, it is far from straightforward. If you're brought up with it, it is just second nature, but yeah, it's crazy. So many teams. When you look at the FA Cup as well, I played Sunday League. We used to play in the FA Cup. If you were good enough, you would make it through to qualifying rounds against professional teams. But we weren't, obviously, because we were just pissheads from the pub. Oof, there you go. I enjoyed that. Right. Up next, Elvis, your very own Elvis Costello, and Pump It Up. Fantastic song. I think that was Thomas, wasn't it? That one, that was his choice. Superb. Ali, Steve's offered to whip his hose out for you. In the garden. You've got the Prem, then the Nationwide First Division, then the regional leagues. Yep. Bigger countries will have more issues with stuff like that. Spain does, doesn't it? It has La Liga, La Segunda, and then La Tercera gets split into all kinds of regional stuff. Otherwise, it'd be too expensive for teams to get around. Was it really Elvis's dad in the old White's Lemonade advert? I think it was him singing. I don't think he was actually acting in it. But the music was definitely, it was him. What was his name? I can't think now. I know Elvis is Declan McManus. So it was Mr. McManus. It'll come to me. He sang on that. You did yours at 8:15. You hate water in the garden. Jackie, you live in Ireland. Why the fuck would you ever need to water your garden? The longest drought in Irish history lasted for 3 days. Brazil has a weird league structure. Yeah, again, because of how big, Brazil's a massive country. I don't think people realise how big Brazil is. It is astronomically big. They would have to have a weird league structure just to make that happen. I would think Chile would be the same. You couldn't have someone from the north of Chile playing someone from the south. It'd be like a 27-hour flight to get there. Different sport. Probably can't see that, but the guinea pig is up, by the way, Ali. The guinea pig flag is up behind me. I made sure it was there. From beer to tea. Bloody hell, it's still red hot. Where's your towel? I think someone might have stolen it for doing stuff. Steph burnt your clothes. Oof. Shots fired, I think the phrase is. Right, Elvis is finished. Elvis has left the playlist. Does that work? Up next is Oops Upside Your Head by the Gap Band. Get ready. Yes. You big bollocks, you. Ali, do you need a rub down? You might have to take this out into the dogging car park, I think, by the sound of it. Because you can't be doing that in the games room. That doesn't work. Or in the karaoke room. Or in the toilet. You can't be doing that. Hoo-yah! But you can in the car park. Louis, you're too old to get on the floor and row. No, everyone can do it. It's part of growing up, isn't it, in the UK? Getting on the floor and doing oops upside your head. Jackie wants a watch. We can make money on this. Sell tickets for it. Too many stains on the floor. That's a good question, yeah. Questioning the floor. Very questionable stains. Won't take long, Steve's got big ains. Jackie, you don't know that song or that dance? What? Must be a British thing then. A uniquely British thing. It's what you do on a disco. When that comes on, everyone gets on the floor and starts doing the oops upside your head dance. Saf's got infrared goggles. Oof, now you are talking, mate. What is it they say about big hands? I know what they say about fellas with big hands, big gloves. That's what they say. Mandy's not getting on the floor. Stand at the front and lead the moves. There you go. Every good firm needs a foreman. Ali, the bear's paws has your mind corrupted. Yep. I can't really say anything else, can I, either? You are 100% correct. Big gloves, yeah, big gloves. Ali had big gloves. He was a big fella, wasn't he, Mohammed? So that was Rock the Boat. It is, but also Oops Upside Your Head and I Am Sailing by Rod Stewart has also got its own little get on the floor and dance kind of shizzle. We've got loads of stuff like that over here. Weird, but there you go. Anyone seen the llamas today? Where are they? Jackie, you think it's corrupted you too? No, not a chance. You were corrupted way before we started this, I'm afraid. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but no, that ship has sailed. Yeah, Jackie, have you got any spare clothes? Saf's burned Ali's, the big bollocks. We need something. Otherwise, the best I can do is a merch t-shirt from one of the big breweries in double XL. Exactly, Steve. Claggy Flaps predates these streams, so don't be starting on that. Not a chance. Jackie, yours would be too big, but Ali can borrow them anyway. Isn't that lovely? Sharing is caring. It's nice, that. Anything's better than nothing. Not always, but it's a nice thought. Looking after each other. Yep, the sky's going pinky purple. Why is it all week long I'll sit in the house and it'll be raining and miserable, and then as soon as I'm in the house doing something, the sky's fantastic. You had claggy flaps for years. There you go. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Or was that straight from the horse's collar? That might be a very, very unique and niche phrase. There you go. At least it's not just Saf who's losing clothes this time. Jackie could work on a builder's site. Is this because of is this because of the quality of your crack? Or is it like your hench, big shoulders, can carry a big hod? Yeah, you couldn't work on a building site with claggy flaps. It wouldn't go down well at all. I've been to the beach car park more than the doggers this week. I have, but it's nice. It's nice going down there. It's chilled. If it was a little bit quieter, it'd be perfect. But the cars going past. It's obviously it's on a main road, so that's how you get into the car park. But it's nice. As I say, hopefully, now that I've got my little MiFi router that I can carry with me, I'll be able to just walk up and down the beach, recording, stream from the beach, actual beach streams. much nicer. But it's been nice to be able to take you with me on days where I'm just out the house. Oh, Ali's going to kick the living daylights out of Saf. Oh, no arguing. No arguing in the pub. Heat expands molecules. You're not big, you're hot. There you go. Is that why I'm so tall? Yeah, you'd have to catch Saf first. Never sounds too loud. I'm thankful of that then, if that's the case. It does to me. I'm always worried in case the car's going past. Just are too much for the microphone. Although the microphone that I bought, I'm quite happy with that as well. I think the sound is decent on there. I'm going to have to work on my car rig, making sure the car rig's sorted out. I think I'm getting there slowly. It'll be when you least expect it. This is proper ninja style, this. Yep. Steve, get in there, sort this out. No scrapping in the bar. Especially not between the staff, man. Up next, a fantastic song. The Clash, Rock the Casbah. What a song. Just a one lad in the hot hatch with the blowing exhaust. That's the problem, unfortunately. There is plenty of them around. I went the other week and there was a car meet and the big car park was just full of cars like that. Awful things with hugely loud exhausts. And I was trying to chill and I couldn't chill because of the bloody noise. The car of yours is a money box with no bottom. It's alright, it's not too bad. It hasn't cost me that much yet. Yet. I mean, obviously it has, but not that much. Yep, oh, there you go, as a legal correspondent. That is a very good point. Don't take on a legal correspondent. He knows these things. You seen the llama chewing something earlier? That could be the clothing. That's what apparently they eat anything, the worse than goats. So watch out for them. Yes, we'll get you some new merch. We can do that. We can do that from there. I'm going to add more and more merch. I'm also trying to go for the t-shirts that people who don't follow the channel might actually like as well, and things like that, you know. That seems to be a particularly big dollar with some people out there, just designing stuff and putting it for sale, not necessarily for people who watch the channel. But it's interesting. I want to see, not only I want the United Wardrobe of America and the rest of the world wardrobe full from all over the place, and also I want to see who's got the furthest merch, who's the furthest away wearing something. Oh, watch out, Ali. Steve is about to manhandle you. So, Saf, if you did, and you're not saying you did, of course, yeah, I have to put that in there. You would have had to have had access to the female shower area, which you don't. This is where you need Columbo to come in. One more thing. Ali, you're fiery red-headed Irish. but when there's manhandling involved, you will allow it. There you go. Why not? Why not? Oh, man. That's lovely, but it's certainly no beer, is it? Although I think I've worked that one out perfectly. While it's hot and the sun's still out, have your beer. Then the second half of the stream, have your thermos with your tea. That's sound. Right. That was The Clash. Up next, definitely a manly choice. Tiger Lily Gold and Blonde, if you want to get that queued up and get ready to go, and I'll press play fairly soon. You have free access to the pipe. I say. Right, well, before we start the Tiger Lily Goldie thing.
But Kipper's Vindaloo can't be good for you.
There you go. Petty man builds tiny 10-foot home out of spite after millionaires moaned over one thing. Florida man John Atkins built a narrow 10-foot wide property which boasts 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, high ceilings and a single car garage, following a run-in with his millionaire neighbours. That's a garage, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know what a garage is. It's a garage. A delightfully petty man, isn't that a wonderful phrase? Has built a tiny home on a small plot of land out of spite for his millionaire neighbours. Florida builder John Atkins constructed a 10-foot wide house on a cramped but empty plot in Jacksonville Beach that was being used as a garden by a neighbour. John, you wonderful man. We need more pettiness, especially if it's millionaires who are involved. They're not letting me get away with what I get away with. Tough shit. Peter Falk had a glass eye in real life, but Columbo didn't. So did his glass eye play a real eye? It did. I wonder if in that case did he get double wages? Got his normal pay for being Peter Falk, and then the eye got extra cash. My teas are probably more alcoholic than my beer. Is tea alcoholic? If it is, I shouldn't be driving because I drink that much of it. Yeah, no misusing the hose pipes, please. It's for hosing down the dogging area, which just desperately needs doing of a night. And he got overheated. Can't you have a pint of water? Tiger Lily Gold is on, and who's next behind the bar? Just noticed that. Who's up next? Who's behind there? Who's working? Who's putting their hand up? A delightfully petty man does sound like a Smiths record. Or a Madness B-side. Either way, I think it'd be a very good song. I like that. A delightfully petty man. Jinxie. There you go. Sorted like a Manchester postman. Good on you. Well said. Ali does have fantastic imagination. Absolutely. I think we all do in this particular community. You can't promise that. Don't be aiming stuff at Saf. Come on. Play nice. We're all workmates. We're all colleagues here. We don't want claws at the paws. Come on. Do you know what? Hey bollocks, I'm not talking to you. I can actually hear that in an Irish accent. In fact, I think I may have heard that in an Irish accent. That's why you're sober. Oh, do you know what though? Man. I was sat there earlier on and there was an advert, a beer advert, and it looked lovely being sat in a foreign square somewhere drinking a nice cold beer. Although I've still not fallen off the wagon. When's your next live stream? Saphadema and Pliers? Have you got anything lined up? Ready to go? Just let us know and I'll throw it in the chat for you during whichever stream's closest. Jinxie's watching YouTube videos. I hope they're mine. I need the watch hours. So if your hands aren't doing too well, see if you can etch maybe on Tuesday. Let us know then if you can, and then we'll make sure everyone turns up. We need to look after each other. And for those who are watching on the repeat of this, that's Saf's channel. Trust me, you will absolutely love it. So relaxing. Very talented man. Watch it. Right, in all that time, Tiger Lily Gold finished. Now it's Depeche Mode, Never Let Me Down again. I was only listening to that the other day. Get yourself prepared. Ali's headed to the staff room to calm down. What's up with your hands? Yeah, you're alright? Yes. Ali, relax, relax. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Think of a babbling brook. Think of your safe place. Dankjewel. Graag gedaan. Saf, graag gedaan, meneer. So Depeche Mode, if anyone's caught up. Never Let Me Down Again. What a great song. I love this. Tommaso pushes through the Bears Paws saloon swing doors. As he does, the man playing the piano stops and there's an uneasy silence. How you doing, bud? I've been collecting birds on the Merlin app. Caught a couple of new ones in the last few days. It's becoming quite the thing. Looking at my life list, there's not enough on there. I know I've seen more, but I can't catch them. So he's going to go and check on you soon, Ali. Right, since being sick, he can't grip the Dremel properly. I'm not surprised if you can't hold onto it properly then. Yeah, don't do it until you're right. Just, that's the way you've got to do it, isn't it? Do it right or do it shite. Ali's in the staff room on a timeout, calming down. Haven't signed up for the Merlin Life list. You should do. It's boss. Every time you find a new one, you have to click on a thing saying that's my bird, and it goes in there. It's in your list, and then it tells you how many times you've heard them. It satisfies the sort of panini sticker in me, even though I haven't done that for years. Has to be the best entrance to the pause ever. It is, isn't it? The doors swung open, followed by, the sound outside of Mexicans arguing and screaming, and in he walked. The uneasy silence and the piano stopping that makes the entrance. We've all seen the films. as you sidle up to the bar and ask for a shot of gulping whiskey. Anyone want to play strip poker? Saf's first hand, and he will bet Alison's blouse. Ali's blouse, yeah. Shots fired, shots fired. Whiskey sliding up the bar. Did you make sure that you took the cork out with your teeth as well? Spattered across the floor. Saf's with a naughty step. You don't remember panini stickers as much as you remember doing mailing stickers, yeah? Got, need, got, shiny. I've still got a shiny Everton somewhere. An Everton badge, which I think's out of date now because it would have been the one before this one. Oh no, the one before this one, Not the Playmobil one, the stupid one that we had. I've still got it somewhere anyway, it's a shiny. We like shinies. Saloon doors swing open, sidle up to the bar, ask for 2 fingers and get redirected to the car park, where you can get as many fingers as you want apparently. Ali, no bollocks kicking. There you go. Keep Saf drunk and he'll be happy. I think what we all need to calm down is a little bit of hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! He's an artist. He's an absolute artist. Horace. Nothing more can be said. And we're up to Human Wine and Rivolta Silenciosa. Get it ready. In fact, I'll go back. There you go. It's back on 0. Get it sorted. Get it logged up. So I'm trying to set fire to Ali's red hair. Ali's red hair is already on fire. It's ablaze. We live for football stickers. Yep. You remember being told that John Lennon was dead while doing a sticker swap? That's something that sticks in your mind, that, isn't it? But do you remember who the player was that you were holding? Yep, Saf is only following the on-screen instructions. Keep pushing buttons, and he's pushing other people's buttons, definitely. You missed Horace. Last week he was gutted. If anything, he would have come with us to the beach, but me being me, I never thought of that. Scud is a great word, isn't it? Things do scud across the skies. Scud was also my dad's password for Whitbread's computer system during the Gulf War. He had to think of a 4-letter word, and he'd used all the 4-letter words that he knew, so it became Scud for a while. Ali just wants a little bit of peace. Don't we all? Does Shoot Magazine still exist? I don't know. Cyril Regis, you believe? Cyril Regis made his debut for West Brom on the same day my dad made his debut for Middlesbrough. Unless I'm very, very much mistaken. I think. Ali's calling the bar phone. Well, Jinxie's behind there. Yep, you're going to have to answer it. What's going on? Wagwan and Ting. My dad got interviewed by Shoot Magazine when he lived in the Netherlands. First year he was there, they said, what can you tell us about playing there? So it was loads of stuff about the style of football, the culture, any players to look out for. and he mentioned a certain amount of players. He mentioned Van Basten, Rijkaard, Gullit, Koeman. So all these players suddenly went on to have absolutely stellar careers. You would always shoot over match much better. When Saturday comes, I remember that as well. 4-4-2 as well. When skies are grey, and speak from the harbour, Everton fans, you know, only £1. Yeah, when skies are grey was fantastic. I love that. I still do to this day. I just don't like the fact that it's all digital now. I know it had to be because printing costs too much, but getting you when skies are grey, sticking it in your arse pocket, nothing better. Especially when Everton was shite, because you just take it out and read it. The second half you'd be reading something funny rather than watching the rubbish in front of you. All he wants snacks sending up. Are you alright? It's out your system now, you feeling okay? Koeman, fantastic player, dreadful manager. Arrogant bastard as well. I remember when he went back to Barcelona, all their fans were buzzing. And then we had to tell them, don't be buzzing, he's a tit. And he went there and started rubbing people up the wrong way. They soon got rid of him and the fans turned on him. Could have told you, he is not a good manager and he's an even worse person. Right, Tiger Lily Gold again. This one, Dig Yourself, which sounds a little bit dirty, to be honest. You're all ready for it? They're very blonde, aren't they? These two young ladies. They're very blonde. Unnaturally blonde, I would say. Punch in the punch bag. Get out your system, that's it. Oh, you'd always got them majorly delayed. And when you got them, you held onto them like gold. So your room was covered in football posters, many of whom you never knew. There you go. Tips for Jackie. What's wrong with blondes? Nothing. I mean, I was married to one and now I'm not, so I don't know. No. The colour of your hair makes no difference to the kind of person that you are. Let's just get that out there. I know lots of exceptionally clever blondes and lots of thick as fuck brunettes, so it's nothing to do with that either. Lovely ladies are lovely ladies. Doesn't matter what colour their hair is. There you go. Have I dug myself out of that hole yet? Just saying, they look unnaturally blonde. They look Scandinavian blonde. And I'm sure they're American, aren't they? I listened to a Gordon Murray interview in which he said the same. The car magazines for his South African childhood delayed and like gold. That'll be it, won't it? Once you do get hold of them, you never let go. Redheads are the best. Yeah, fiery redheads. There is a certain vibe, isn't there, to a redhead, especially a red-headed Irish lady. Pale skin, redhead, piercing eyes, and a fucking temper. You've got South African car magazines coming all the way back to 1981. That's pretty good going, that, mate. Steve, yes, there is something about redheads. I'm pretty sure there must be, I don't know, is that something that covers all men? Or is it 99% of men will say, yeah, there's something about redheads? Is it the danger? Is that what it is? Maureen O'Hara. Oof, what a woman, you are right. Yes. She was what Del Boy would refer to as a bit of a sort, was Maureen, wasn't she? Right, so his name is actually Ian Gordon Murray, that's why it's on its cars. It's IGM, right? No hair, just a red head, exactly, Mandy. Ali still hasn't calmed down by the look of it. She's going to rain down the pain. Is there a porn site for redheads? I'm sure there would be. If not, we'll make one. We'll Dragon's Den that one. Just think as well, yeah. She had no hair, just a red head. She was a perfect match. Not even going to give myself a dad joke for that, was awful. Got to start taking bets on Ali and Seth. Well, Ali was the greatest, so there might be something in the name, I don't know. Never bet against Ali. I'm expecting to hear Ali Bomaye at some point coming from the car park. Starting or watching, is that, yeah. We can't start a porn site as well. It's bad enough starting a pub, we can't have that as well. Jeez, come on, Mandy. Oh, there you go, there's a peace offering. A battered hot dog is a peace offering, there you go. Amy Adams, yep. Anyone got string, we can make we can build a makeshift ring. A boxing ring, I had to think there. I was wondering what a shift ring was. A makeshift ring, of course. You're welcome, Ali, you're welcome. Yeah, watch the Notebook. Start taking bets. Here in the blue corner. Embrace All You Good People. An absolute indie anthem. And a very summery song as well. There's something about it, I don't know, when the sun's out, that song plays. Everything's good in the world tonight. Well, that's when Smokey sings, isn't it? So The Notebook's the only Amy Adams film that you know. What else has she been in? Should we be looking for what she's been in? Yeah, what else? Catch Me If You Can, that was the one I was thinking of. Yep. American Hustle. Done a bit, hasn't she? She's definitely very nice, very nice. Superman, yep. I've seen it, but I don't think I've ever watched any actual films. Not a huge film watcher, to be honest. When other people are watching films, I'm normally watching documentaries and things. Science and nature documentaries. Oh, hang on, what's happening here? Fireworks. Oh, the sky looks amazing. Why is there fireworks though? Or is this just Southport? Why are you setting off fireworks? Well, it's the 19th of May, it only comes once a year. Alright. Bizarre. Yeah, Saf's got bad hands at the moment. If you've got bad hands, don't be trying to throw them at Ali because you're going to cause girder. Is it a boxing match, kickboxing or MMA? It's going to have to be MMA, isn't it? With our very own Conor McGregor there, Ali. Why are all the llamas flying? Because flying llamas are a fantastic band. Someone's birthday, it might be, Steve. This happens all the time with someone's birthday. Chess boxing. Left hand to right ear. Bang, off you go. Only hands, no feet. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh. Last orders at the bar. Last orders at the bar. It'll be whatever it is, yes. Women's rules. And they change at the drop of a hat. And why not? Dricus du Plessis is middleweight UFC champ all the way from South Africa. He is. It made you jump. Sorry, Mandy. I might have to check that out and then just try and put the volume down on that. Sorry, I do apologise. I normally give you a warning, don't I? A good Amy Adams movie is about the curve. Yeah. Clint Eastwood. Right, we'll check that one out. I like baseball films. Thomas as well. Apologies. Does Ali need a stepladder to reach? That's below the belt, man. Everything would be below the belt, wouldn't it? Do you know what I've said? Last orders. Sod it. We're not closing yet. Life's too short, man. There you go. So, Ali, you've been using the time worn, or, the traditional, I kick in the Davina McCalls, and then at which point the fella reaches the floor on his knees, and then you can one bomb him. There you go. Lock in. Yep, we're having a lock in. To hell with the consequences. We're bribing the police anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Plus, the chief inspector is constantly out on the dogging site, so we've got CCTV. If he starts getting naughty about it, dukey down, lights low, curtains drawn, doors bolted. We are in for the night, definitely. It's too noisy out there, man. Steve's got big hands, he can massage your affected area. I think your affected area would be the last place you'd be looking at. But you can ask nicely, you never know. Right, that was Embrace. Turn into a DJ here, aren't I? I do this on my podcast all the time. Well, that was a fantastic song there by Simply Shite, called Ginger's 2 month sites I mentioned. Right, so next, The Lion Sleeps Tonight by Tight Fit. Has anyone heard this before? Do you all want to play it? Swim away. Yep, so have to have red hair because otherwise it's not happening. It's a deal breaker. Wee mum away. Yep. The original of that is mad as well, isn't it? The proper old original one. Was it in the 50s or something? Saf in the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle. That's his backyard, the jungle. As anyone who's never seen this before, Saf's in South Africa, and what happens is, out the back of his house, there's lions, tigers, cheetahs, everything. And then carry on going, and you reach Morocco. In between that, there's nothing. It's just jungle, and it's all Saf's there, because that's how Africa works. No matter where you are in Africa, the jungle is right behind you. So there he is there. Just above the post-it note. People who don't really watch this normally sliding through thinking, what was this fella talking about? He's an absolute idiot. Yeah, we know. We are aware of it. Ali's calm down. You need to chat privately. Sort this out. Come on, come on. Right. Jackie's finished. I'm going to do a shift as well. I'm going to jump on there. I can ruin the stream whenever I feel like it. Jeff, behave. Stay in your lane. Okay, now I'm feeling brave saying that, aren't I? After what he did last week. Lions and tigers and bears. Oof, yes. Bears. I'll have to look after the bears. Got to be careful. South African Solomon Linda wrote the song playing now. That was written by a South African. I did not know that. But I know it was a while ago, wasn't it? I've seen the 1960s version of it on... there's a TV thing. Oh, that's great. No, it's not. That TV. Yeah. That's TV. 171 on Sky. Occasionally they'll have 80s music or they'll have 60s music. The 60s one had The Lion Sleeps Tonight on it, the original 60s version, which was strange. Didn't realise that it had been done that early. Might not even be the earliest version either. I know, I'm just chatting shit now, aren't I? He was duped and the record company stole his royalties. Eventually the family sued and they got multiple millions, right? That does not surprise me in the slightest because record companies are evil. All of them. Yep, there you go. All for it. When it come out, your uncle had the original, the 75. Proper original stuff. Right, where are we next? Miracle of Sound, Valhalla Calling. If you'd like to follow along on the Bears Paws Jukebox. 75, not 70, 78, old 78. Yeah, I should have picked that up, shouldn't I? 33, 45, 78. What a figure. Happened in 2008. You think it was close to $1 billion? Jesus. So watch out, Ali's taking you up the VIP section. Be careful. Be very, very careful. That's all I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying. It's crazy, isn't it? The amount of people that have been ripped off by record companies. They're still doing it now. Yep. Saf, the ambulance is on speed dial. Ali, you promised you're not going to lay a finger, fist, or knee or foot to him. So Saf's going to get headbutted to the groin when he walks in by the sound of it. It's been nice knowing you, Saf. It's been nice knowing you. Go well into this new land. Oh, man. Back starting to ache now. I have to be careful until I'm getting a bit tired because my hand's tremoring. It's my daughter's bloody fault. Well, no, we got home 4:45 this morning, I think it was, which is normally before I even leave the house to go and pick her up, so I can't complain. Is the VIP bit, the corner behind the red rope? It looks that way. It might well be. VIP areas normally have red rope, don't they? Just to show you that's where the VIPs are. No one else is allowed in there. Goedenavond, Hadewig. Heb je een goede dag gehad? What is it about red ropes? The people, is it like a force field around them? I can't get in there because it's a red rope. It's a fucking red rope, man. Step over it. In fact, I need to do that, don't I? I need to make a VIP section for the pause. There you go. How do we... Steve's letting you in. Because we all like you. Had a muddy hike and then your brother-in-law's birthday. Ah, busy day. Gefeliciteerd to the brother-in-law. Yeah, don't be doing a Sean Coombs on him, Ali. Don't be battering him. Saf's typing away with bloodied fingers and his nose in pieces. Don't mess with a red and an Irish woman. Steve, did we ever get taught that? Or was that just something that was in our DNA from birth as a man? Do not mess with a red-headed Irish woman. I don't know. Maybe a natural thing that you understand it completely. That's why loads of things that are bad for you are red, aren't they? Animals know that these red things, don't eat them because they're poisonous. If you see red, they are vicious, they're poisonous. Yep, there you go. That's as good a reason as anything, that, Steve. Hadewig, you get to have a drink, mocktails with us if you like. Steve plays with the dogs. Steve loves dogs. There we go. Rod Stewart, sailing. This also, you have to be on the floor. Doing your dance. Nice warm tea, not a problem at all. Yeah, the VIP section. Tom, you'll know all about this, won't you? There's some places in Liverpool that are full of these, with drug dealers with suspiciously white-looking teeth pay a fortune for a Magnum of Grey Goose, just so they can have pictures taken, all taking a turns holding the bottle up. For fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Good luck with the doggies, yeah. Steve, the first gal that you went to bed with was a redhead, so you learnt the hard way. You burned, literally burned. But you got to learn, mate. You've got to learn, so get in there. In at the ground floor. Nothing in life is ever easy. Nothing worthwhile in life is ever easy. I think I've only ever been with one Irish girl, one redhead. No Irish, just one redhead. That's a long time ago. Did you manage to wash the dog off the mud earlier? There you go. Oh, isn't that lovely? Grey Goose or not, it's VIP if you're there. Lovely. I think I might have caught diabetes from that, it was so sick, but there you go. Overly sweet. But there you go, to further on with that sort of theme. The entire pub is a VIP section because everybody is very important to me. There you go. Brought half the forest home. That sounds like a very successful day out with the dogs. If the dogs come back clean, something hasn't gone right. They've got to be out there enjoying themselves. I'd love to live as a dog for one day, just once. and also Eric Idle in the 1970s. Just once, one day. If it ever comes in where you can choose that, you can go on holiday in an alternative reality where you can pick where and with who. I'd like to come back as a dog. A day as a dog and a day as Eric Idle in the 1970s. That'd do me. I think I'd be alright after that. Strange noises outside. Very strange. Oh, there you go. That's what we like to see. Ali and Saf have settled things out and you've hugged it. Brilliant. Yeah, Steve, the thought of being able to lick my own butt. We're not built for it, are we? Because that one extra vertebrae, just not good. A pampered dog and not an abused or neglected one. I wouldn't even mind that because I'd just turn around and bite the bastard who done it. Dogs, if you're watching, don't put up with neglect or abuse. No need for it. Saf, you did manage to snap a bra clip loose. Ooh, that kind of fight was it? Yeah, just chasing road here through the forest and ignoring people calling you back. That's a successful day as a dog. What did you get up to? Everything I wanted to get up to. What more can you ask for? Apart from jumping into water as well. About 2 minutes before you get back in the car, they'll find a muddy puddle or just water. In you go. Now what? Yes, Ali, I can see what you have to put up with. But you are an Irish woman of ginger tinge to the hair. You can deal with it, I know you can. It is if you also manage to roll in a dead animal. Ugh, man. Not good. Not good. Sounds like your pair ignored you completely, Jackie, you're right? Just, yeah. They are animals, man. We forget that sometimes. Because you can tell them to sit down and then go over there and watch that and make sure no one steals it. They're not humans, they're animals. They have animal instincts. Eat the geese, shite at Craig having legs. Very nice. Me coming back as Fenton. It was Fenton. Fenton! I'd be like that. I'd want to be one with floppy ears, so when I run, my ears were flopping round. I'd love that. And everything to a dog seems to be an adventure. Or they're happy with everything. No matter what you give them. Thanks. It's a stick. Yeah, I know, but you gave it to me and I like that. Brilliant. Off we go. Ali's off to the loo to fix a bra. Do you need someone to go with you? I know you lovely ladies normally do, don't you? Women struggle to control dogs because you can't lower your voice enough. That would make a huge amount of sense to me. You don't need to shout at dogs if you're talking in a low voice. Yeah, actually, it does make sense. Babies as well. Oh, by the way, Tracy Adkins' Mind on Fishing is on. My ex used to go mad when Jess was screaming during the night when she couldn't calm her down. She'd getting herself wound up. Why can't I calm her down? So obviously, if you get wound up, so that it transfers itself to the baby, you can feel it. I just pick Jess up and go away, talk in a very, very low voice, keeping it very, very calm and low, and everything's going to be alright, don't worry about it. And I could almost feel the vibration in her chest as I was talking. And she'd calm down. Me missus would calm down, everyone would be alright. And then you're all sound. But not everyone's got a voice where it's low enough that you can do that. And I think it's the same, must be the same with dogs. You can do it by yourself, no worries, Ali. Your dogs love you, but love to ignore you, Jackie. That's dogs, man. The dogs. As much as they love you and as much as you feed them and things, there's an entire world going on out there, and they want to know absolutely everything that's going on. Everything that happens in the world is in some way important to dogs, or has them involved in them. I mean, why is it every time the doorbell rings, the dog thinks it's for him? Doesn't matter who's there. It could be Amazon with 4 or 5 bags full of stuff for you. The dog goes, that must be for me, that. It's not. Amazon don't deliver stuff for dogs unless I order stuff for dogs, and they don't. If it could be a dog for the day, what breed would it be and why? Open to all good question, Saphodemus and pliers. I'd like to be an old English sheepdog, just because we had one, and I'd like to know what was going through her mind, the absolute lunatic of a dog that it was. The tone of voice, not what you say, but Hadley does have treats. Treats also work well with dogs. Lab for you, eat anything, nice. Terrier, small but has some bite. Yes, we've noticed that tonight, Ali. We've noticed that. Small, perfectly formed, very aggressive, and will cause you all kinds of trouble. Me and I had a Jack Russell called Sam. That was evil. Absolutely evil. I'll tell you what he was like. A little dog with the soul of Jeff. That's what it was like. That's how bad it was. Doggies are okay. Tuesday evening, it's Lego's turn to try the man trailing. Good stuff. Vamonos, Legolas. You'd like to be a Tamascan because they're really awesome. There's loads of different types, isn't there? I bet you each one will be a different experience as well. Cuddly, yes. Big old St. Bernard for you with a brandy barrel. Steve, you couldn't have picked a more suitable dog for yourself, mate. Helping out people that are stuck on Ben Nevis. There you go. Are they the ones that look like wolves? Yeah. Arvin and Legolas are Tamascans. Lovely looking things. So if you want to be a dog with floppy ears and a tongue flying out of your mouth, is there anything that looks more joyous on earth than a dog with floppy ears and a tongue hanging out? Just running and going for it. Why are you happy? I'm awake. That's all you need. Arvin has about 15% wolf and Lego has 12. That's a good amount of wolf. Jackie, you'd really need to be the one that you don't have to trim the moustache. Is that just so it's slightly different to normal life? Is that what it is? The dogs have claggy flaps. Man, you don't want to be a small dog. Any dog would be better than a cat with your allergy. Good thinking. Bad manners. Lip up fatty. I had this 7-inch final. I had loads of two-tone and scar stuff. I reckon Mandy would be an Afghan hound. That's a good shout, that one. Long blonde hair. Sophisticated. With a wind machine as well. Blowing. While you sing power ballads from the 1980s. There you go. An Afghan hind. Do they still exist anymore, Afghan hounds? They seem to have gone the way of the prawn cocktail. I haven't seen an Afghan hound since the 1970s. Where are they all? Have they all gone? It's bizarre. And where else would you get questions like that? What kind of dog would you like to be? In the 80s you had Afghan hounds in shampoo adverts. Ah, right. I think we had an Afghan hound in an advert over here recently. I say recently, about the last 10 years. Where someone became a rock star in the advert. And I took the hair of an Afghan hound. Yeah. I can't remember what the advert was for, so it must have been absolute shite, but there you go. Yeah, Steve, do you ever train Ruby to do anything? You can train loads of dogs, can't you? Pitbull would be good. They're really friendly and playful, but don't piss them off. Some of the best dogs I've ever met in my life. My nan had a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, which was absolutely wonderful. A brindle, gorgeous looking thing. The most placid dog on earth. Just absolutely fantastic. I think Staffordshire Bulls, pit bulls as well. She had this pit bull called Rocky it was skin and bone, absolutely horrible. Whoever owned it had beaten it up badly and mistreated it. She took it in, fed it up, did it right, and it was big, solid. Could have been exceptionally evil, but it wasn't. It was dead nice. Took ages making sure that it realised the people around it weren't going to abuse it. And when it come out of its shell, Rocky was a lovely dog. We had him, and can't remember the pit bull's name. It's pissing me off now. It was a girl's name. Oh, I can't remember. But lovely thing. Yeah, beautiful breed they are. You're allergic to Rotties, so they're out the picture. Rottweilers, of course, in Liverpool are called Rockwheelers for some strange reason. Got a Rockwheeler. Is that any relation to a Rottweiler? Bizarre. Ah, right. The only dog that you've known to run in the direction that you're pointing rather than looking at your finger. I suppose we take that for granted. We know what that means. They must be, yeah, like, what's happening? Expecting lightning bolts to come out of it or something. A House by Madness, by your very own madness. What's playing next? Wouldn't mind being a Doberman. Again, do they still exist? That was another very 70s and 80s dog. Seen as being evil, and I think that was down to the boys from Brazil, wasn't it? Sure, it was down to that. Ivan just looks at your finger. Nice shirt, dankjewel, Hedwig. It is, of course, Nederland. With the KNVB, 74 in Argentina. No, it hasn't got the other one's got the little Dutch flag on it as well. This hasn't. But I like it. I like repping the colour. Dobermans remind you of strict governesses. You've got that kind of feel about them, haven't they? As if you could click your fingers and then whoever you're pissed off with wouldn't be there any longer. There'd just be, there'd be your clothes left where you used to be. That's mad. Doberman dogs are elegant looking but really goofy, mad, beautiful creatures. They got a really bad reputation. But, oh yeah, sorry, 74 was Germany, 78 was Argentina. Of course it was. 74 Gerd Muller, 78 Mario Kempes. Yeah, heads wrecked. Blame the explodey brain and blame the daughter. I almost fell asleep last night as well. When she rang, I was that close to falling asleep. I might not have woken up. Dobermans are also popular there, but not as popular as pit bulls and woodbulls. You'll see me wearing quite a lot of Dutch stuff. Definitely. Speaking of Dutch stuff, FC Twente qualified for the Champions League qualifiers today. They will play in the qualifiers for the Champions League. Hup Twente, eens een tugger altijd een tugger. Ali, you are cleaning the Kermits as we speak. On our way there now, must be on our way there. Watch out for trap number 3. I think there's someone's been throwing bifters in their lid. the time you're still good at football. Nederland has been good at football for decades. Not as good as they should be. Definitely not as good as they should be. But considering how small the country is, to produce that many top-class footballers really does take some doing. Hopefully one of these days they'll win something else. It's definitely deserved. Have another drink, Ali, go on. 78's the first final you remember watching. Mine too as well. I was born in 73, so 74 was a little bit before my time, really. Before I was sentient. 78 I remember. I remember the ticker tape and everything falling from the stands and thinking, this is amazing. Why is Ayresome Park not like this? Well, of course it wasn't like that at Ayresome Bleeding Park. Dankjewel, Roderick, dankjewel. I enjoyed that today. Vara's the first year, we will have one later. Don't eat the pineapple cubes. Louise, did you see there was a thing of, I don't know how long ago it was, but people were eating those pineapple cubes because what was in them mixed with ammonia was giving people a high. Why are you drinking that out of piss troughs? Yeah, late 80s, early 90s, you were good too, definitely. Would have been much better as well, but for occasionally having factions, splits within the squad. Too many egos. So many fantastic players. Why aren't you doing better? Not good. Should have won a lot more. You're about to try them, don't try them. Don't try them, Ali, don't try them. Italia 90 was the first time you had live World Cup broadcasts there. That is a fantastic one to have. If you're going to start anywhere, Italia 90 was an absolutely fantastic one. It might have been because I was 17 at the time, having a few beers, but everything about it was really cool. New Order with the best ever football song, World in Motion. Loads of good players, loads of good teams. Live toilet broadcasting, is that legal? It is on a 5-second delay, so don't worry, you won't see them with their lad hanging out. Just heading out to the storeroom to get more Thunder Roll and air freshener. Sortido. The opening game you were all split down the middle. Good tournament, I enjoyed that. It was a nice summer as well, if I remember rightly. Plus at the time there was loads of good music. So it was, for us, for me anyway, it was a good tournament. Me and my mates were all 17. All having a beer. Barbecues. People sat outside in the garden. It was great. There you go, Saf's going to join you. It's more like it. Being nice to each other. Rocks by your very own Primal Scream is up next. Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe going there? Be careful. 78 was a very warm summer. I seem to remember that. I know 76 is the one they always talk about, but I seem to remember 77 was alright and 78 was warmer. Mind you, they were always warm. All the summers were warm back then. Or they felt warm anyway. Ali, could you bring some salmiak drop? They should be on the shelves. Be very have. Be very, very have. Every summer's warm. They are. I mean, obviously some of them are far more warm than others. Far more warm. That one a few years ago, where Louise will probably know, part of the moors and stuff were going on fire every 5 minutes because it was so ridiculously dry. People are having barbecues. The Yorkshire moors, the moors outside Manchester, Pennines, people just going out and having barbecues and there's fires everywhere. Stupid. We didn't have rain for week after week after week. The gorgeous front lawn that we've got burned to an absolute crisp. It's brown everywhere, it's horrible. And all our Christmases were white. Salmiak licorice, yeah, drop is licorice. Too high for you to reach. Our Ali needs a stepladder to paint the skirting boards. She's a little one. Seth will get it for you. Nice problemo, man. As they say in Japan. Keep chatting though. Keep chatting. We like to chat. Yeah, broken glass as well. Started fires on the moors. How bad was it? I mean, it was bad where we are. But when you're watching Granada tonight, wherever it was, it just seemed to be every night there's more fires, more fires. What are people doing? Why are you doing this? Egypt. And even more annoying, I live by the sea and you can't get the water to put on your lawn because that'll kill it anyway. Surrounded by bloody water. More and more yachts are being sunk by orcas, yep. They are, the orcas are pissed off with us. Out into the danger zone, into the men's toilets. Go well, be careful. Steve, you've got issues when it's dry with all the grain crops, yeah, I can imagine that, mate. Especially near the local heritage railway, catching fields and hedges alight. Now you see, most sensible people would think to themselves, don't set fire to the country that you live in. Try and be careful. It might be someone's livelihood, it might be someone's house. There could be animals there, but no. So many absolute half-wits going out of the way, causing all kinds of trouble. Just be sound, man. During a drought when it hasn't rained for months, don't have barbecues. Just take a picnic with you or something. No. Right. Up next. Prime Circle. She always gets what she wants. Is that what that's called? It looks like it is. She always gets what she wants. Yep. There you go. Prime Circle. Can't blame the orcas. No, can't. That's where they live. It's nature. Don't fuck about with nature. Don't try and change it. Otherwise, bad things will happen. And orcas are very, very smart as well. They don't want any part of it, do they? Steam engines when it's hot and dry is not a good idea. No. Anything that causes any kind of flames, anything that can set off anything, just be careful. They say broken glass as well, yeah. Mad. Love it when nature fights back. Again, Billy Connolly says it all the time. We've got no business being in there. We spent millions of years getting out of the water to learn how to walk upright, and the first thing we do is run back into the sea. The things in there don't want anything to do with us. We shouldn't be there. Leave them alone, they'll be alright. They don't need our help. Depends on the nature. You're less thrilled when mosquitoes fight back, or polio, yeah. We're starting to get a few more mosquitoes over here, apparently. It's not normally an issue, mosquitoes in the UK. There's a few more in Scotland this year. We have midges. We don't really have proper mosquitoes, but they're making their way here because the weather. Lights look okay, don't they? Gone for a strange colour scheme tonight. There's a lot of blue, there's a bit of red. Quite like it. So gonna wash your hands and have a drink. No problem at all, Ali. What would you like? What would you like? Anything you want on me. On the ass. Oh, yes, it's dark out there now. It's night time. What happened to the bed bug problem in London? Don't know, did they stab them all to death? That's what you normally hear, isn't it? As soon as you mention London, oh, people are stabbing each other all the time. Yeah, it's worse in Birmingham, but no one says that, obviously. Did the bed bugs bite? Yeah, Steve, you'll open the town, he's got stuck on the sandbanks along the coast, not realising the tide comes in behind them. That, again, works the same exactly up here. People trying to walk from, like, Southport to Blackpool. It looks alright, yeah, it does. You get half the way across, you get stuck, and then the sea starts coming in all around you, and you can't get away from it. Terrible. Cup of tea and some bickies, not a problem, Ali. Yeah, chocolate biscuits. What kind of bickies would you like? We have the bickies. And Philippe Collins with In the Air Tonight. Everyone get ready. Get your eardrums sorted. Yeah, fantastic work, Ali. Steve's going to give you the shoulder rub. Much deserved. Surprise you. Okay, boo. There you go. How's that? Ginger nuts. I'm not offering biscuits. I was just calling you. No. Yes, we've got some lovely ones. Chocolate hobnobs. How's that? I love chocolate hobnobs. They're nice. We've got Lou biscuits at the moment in the kitchen. Those cinnamon ones. Fit, man. Especially with a nice cup of Earl Grey. Although I think I might have another beer when I finish this. Zero. Not alcoholic. Zero. Is hobnob the sound you make when eating them? If done correctly, that's exactly what you sound like you're saying. Hobnom nom nom nom. Yep. They are very nice. Normal hobnobs are sound, but the chocolate ones are just next level. To the tier above. Oh, ouchie, ouchie. See, left hand. Almost working. Almost. Not quite, but almost. That is going to be tremoring all night, I think. Not in a good way, before anyone says anything. It's annoying. I know it shouldn't be annoying. I should just get used to it, but it is annoying at times. Why won't it just work? It's not painful, Eddie, it's not painful. I'm on pregabalin, which is supposed to dampen down the nerve pain. It's just, it's weird. It shakes a lot, which is annoying. The arm itself can be quite sore at times, and it's still not strong. Too thin. It's not. Doesn't do what I want it to do. It's not any better. This is it. Yeah. Just annoying. Why can't we just? Why doesn't it work? There should be a button. There should be a reset button. Reset your arm. I want to pick my guitar up and play, and I can't. It's fucking. Oh, come on, man. I'll get there though. That's the thing. When I was lying in a hospital bed, I thought, I'm never going to walk again, and I did. So I will get there. Steve, off to Never Never Land. No worries, mate. Good night. Thank you very much for another fantastic shift, as always. And thank you to Helen, our Norfolk correspondent, as well. And good night to Ruby. But yeah, I think I'm quite lucky in that much that it's not sore. I get cramp in my left leg, which can be a real pain in the arse, to be honest with you. That is sore when I have to jump out of bed of a night and try and stand on it and stretch the calf and what have you. But apart from that, it's not overly painful, it's just annoying. Yeah, Steve, Ali owes you a shoulder up. She said you give you one at a later date. What more can you ask for? Can't say better than that, can you? Oh, man. My leg is sore, though. I need to get that knee sorted out. But will that stop me walking? I need to keep on walking, otherwise I'm not going to get anywhere. No one's levelled up tonight. They haven't, not a single person. This is despite the fact that everyone's been chatting. It was obviously Mandy wasn't going to level up because was it a couple of days ago you levelled up, so it's going to take ages. And the people who are near the top of the list will take a while. Definitely. But no one. Mad. And yet, was it last week we had one where I think we had like 6 people levelling up in one stream. It was mad. Feast or famine, all or nothing at all. But we're doing all right. There's still loads of chat. We're getting more and more every week as well. It's one of the things that you get on your analytics, tells you how many chats. Yeah, it depends on what's been levelled up though, yes. Saf got levelled earlier by Ali. One bombed him. The thriller from the Scylla. Right? Buggles. Video killed the radio star. Bit of Trevor Horn and Jeff Downs. Trevor Horn, of course, the man in the corner of the screen. Become an absolutely elite level producer. Produced Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome, which is a mad album. Brilliant album, but so well produced. And also Yes 90125. So he did Owner of a Lonely Heart, he produced that. He was also in Yes for one album in the very early 80s. Don't know if you knew any of this, whether you needed to know any of this. 25 now, it's going to take ages to get to 26. You will. Louise, you're going to have to dip out too. No worries. Sleep well to you as well. Very nice to see you as always. Have a good one. Get your heads down, la. It's stuff you need to know, it is, isn't it? You need a taxi. Do you need a taxi? And why did I just read Goodnight Louise to the tune of Come On Eileen? My head doesn't work properly at times. Had a week you'll go off to sleep as well? No problem at all. Thank you, Vel to Dustin. Always nice to see you. It is getting late. In fact, it is. So I think I'm going to start sorting myself out to leave as well soon. I need to go and have a couple of glasses of red. Alcohol-free red, obviously. Get my feet up and see if that can stop me back from aching. Because it's been a long, long day. After a very long day, after a short night. You still love watching VH1 Behind the Music stuff. It is. It's good stuff, isn't it? Yeah, Hadwick just rolls into bed. Perfect. Lucky sod you. Lucky. I'm saying that, my bed is literally there, so I could if I wanted to. Or I couldn't roll into it, but I could trip there, I think. 3 steps, I'd be there. Yeah, but it's been sound tonight, hasn't it? Nice and chilled, I think. A nice chilled vibe. We like nice chilled vibes. But yeah, I think it's about time that I went and put my feet up. Bit of a stretch first though, I need a stretch. My leg especially need a proper stretch on that. Otherwise I'm going to get cramp while I'm sat here. None of us want that. Need to choose an end song. I do. That's something I need to look into. Definitely. Can't do it now though, it's got to be thought out and added if it's not already in there. What's that? I've press buttons again, haven't I? But for yep. And you, Ali, always nice to see you, of course. Have a good night, everybody. I will choose an end song. Get your drinks finished and your coats on and get moving, because we don't know the meaning of losing. That's an Everton song, sorry. I will try and sort something out, definitely. But for the time being,
You start making your way outside now, folks, please. Come on, let your feet hit the street. Do your talking while you're walking. It's a pub, not a club. So do what, mate? Change for the condom machine. Go and see the lad behind the bar. You better be quick as well. No, know what I mean, getting your change. No. Just go and sort it out, lad.
and that's that.
Hoo-yah!